Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and welcome back to the update video on my broken Lamborghini Gallardo that I've only owned for a little over a month. I found out what it is, found out what it's going to cost, and the part has arrived. So let's deliver that part to the shop, and let me tell you what happened. It has arrived from Finland. That right there, folks, cost me $4,250. Let's take this thing to RMT Motorsports and get it installed in the Lambo. Oh, I hope it works. Alright, so here's the update to the Lamborghini Gallardo. That broke after just over a month of me owning it. It was the e-gear actuator, the one thing that I was praying it would not be. That, if you look on some of the forums, it says that part cost $20,000. Well, the good news, if you have one of these cars or plan on getting one, is it's not $20,000 anymore. Years ago it was. But there is a bigger problem that you just can't get the part. So here's the options I was given by the awesome people at RMT Motorsports here in Yorba Linda, California. After he figured it out, diagnosed it, he calls me up and he says, okay, we have a couple options. One option is go to GTE Engineering, which is a great place to have these things rebuilt, and it'll take about a month, and he'd like you to send your whole e-gear system, and it'll be about $8,000. Or you can just send the actuator, and it'll be around $3,000. But it's going to take a month to get it fixed. I go, okay, those are two options. What's the third option? Well, the third option is the dealer will sell it to us for $7,400, just the part, and before labor, and then with labor and everything, we're close to $9,000. But it's on back order indefinitely, so they don't know when or if it's going to come available anytime soon, which means my car could be sitting in this shop for months even, and that's not acceptable. So I did some research. I found a guy in Sweden or Finland. Where the hell was this guy? So I found a guy in Finland on eBay that rebuilds these things, bench tests them, and warranties them. So I connected with this guy, and he says it's the only one I have available, and it'll take another month before I have another one available. So if you give me $4,250 now, send me your old one for me to rebuild. I'll give you $1,500 for that one. I'll send you back $1,500, which means you'll be into it for a little under $3,000. And I'm like, yeah, giddy up. So sent the information to RMT. He said that's the right part. Ordered it on Monday. It showed up today, which is Thursday, which is amazing. You get something from Finland, of all places, that fast. So I'm driving it to RMT Motorsports now to drop it off so we can get it fixed. So here's basically what it's going to cost. It's going to cost me, after I get the $1,500 core charge back, a little under $3,000, another $1,500 or so in labor. I'm going to have the car serviced front to back and get the fluids changed and checked everywhere, and have them check the clutch and check everything and make sure the car is perfect. And then that'll be another, $1,200, $1,300. So by the time I'm all said and done, I might be maybe a little under $6,000 all in. How does that make me feel? Not good, but I had a conversation with my wife Friday when I dropped the car off, and if you saw that video, you can tell I was a little bit stunned about the potential cost that this repair was going to be, and hoping that it wouldn't be this bad. And I was not in a good mood when I got in the car, and I think this is great fitting into the whole motivational aspect of this, because sometimes the motivator needs some motivation. And I got in the car. At the end of the video, at the end of all my videos, I put a cool clip of something at the end. So if you never watched the end, maybe you should, because it's some cool stuff. And this one was nothing really cool, just her picking me up. But I had to cut the audio out because I was fit to be tied. I was not in a good mood. I was really frustrated, thinking, I can't believe I'm going to have to spend, $7,000, $8,000, $10,000, maybe even more, $20,000 fixing this car I just got. So when I got in the car, I was grumpy. It'd be the best way to describe it. And she decided she didn't want to go to breakfast with me, and she's just going to take me home and drop me off. She doesn't want to be anywhere around me because I am being grumpy. And I just told her, I went on a little diatribe and told her that, hey, look, man, I don't think it's cool that this is happening. I just bought the car, and it upsets me. I'm pretty frustrated by it, and you know, it feels like the universe is always throwing you know, monkey wrenches into things I'm trying to do, and it just gets tiring after a while, and no matter who you are, it does. And she looks at me and she says, do you hear yourself? Are you listening to yourself speak right now? And I'm like, yeah, I hear myself. Of course I do. She goes, no, listen to what you're saying. You're upset, you're angry, and you're letting it screw up your morning because your Lamborghini's broken and you can afford to fix it. I'm sorry if I'm not giving you the sympathy you're looking for, but I don't want to deal with your attitude right now, and you need to get your head right. And I'm like, damn, honey, you're brilliant. That's like genius stuff coming out of her mouth, that I'm sitting here whining about my Lamborghini being broken, and there's so many other things in the world that are wrong, that are not good, and big problems, real problems. And I'm sitting here whining because my Lamborghini's broken and I can afford to fix it. Regardless of whatever it was going to cost, I could fix it. So I will tell you, you know, yes, going through this has been frustrating, and there's been moments where I've just been kind of down because I love these cars. But if anything I can share with you all is sometimes you just need somebody to kick you in the head and give you some perspective and wake you up to realizing how incredible your life really is, where it is at that point in time. That if you would have told me 10 years ago that one day you're going to be complaining because your Lamborghini's broken and I'm like, you know, near bankruptcy and losing everything, I would have laughed at that person. And now here I am having to write a check, swipe my ATM card for a part for $4,000 and spend another couple grand just to make the car perfect again, and I'm upset. So hopefully that's some motivation for you all. Perspective is everything. Hopefully this will be the solution to the problem when I drop it off, because I always have to account that it's possible that whatever came from Finland doesn't work, so that gives me a little anxiety. So until we get the car back, I'm gonna be still thinking about it, but I'm not gonna let it screw up my head, and I'm certainly not gonna take it out on the people around me. One more thing, I did get frustrated this week. Through the frustration I was having this week, I threw the car up for sale, and figured I would just sell it and buy a newer McLaren, because you can get those for 150 grand, and if you get a certified pre-owned, it's got a warranty and it won't have these problems. But I just love this Lamborghini. I love how it looks, I love everything about it. So I'm still on the fence whether or not I want to stick with the car or sell it once it's perfect, which would not make that much sense since I put all this money into it. So I'm kicking that around. So comment below what you think I should do. I went to the extent of getting pre-approved with Premier again and everything to just head down that road, and now I'm having second thoughts. So lots of crazy stuff. Also, next video, I know you saw in a couple of my posts that I'm looking at a charger, and that's true. I'm very serious about it, so stay tuned for hopefully some good news on that. So with that said, folks, let's go drop this thing off, and then I'll close this video out, and we'll hope we get the car back running perfectly. All right, let's drop this thing off. All the way from Finland, man. How does this thing cost that much money, dude? What do they make it out of? Gold bullion? I just have to pray that what they sent is the right thing, right?
Oh, it's gonna be.
Oh,
It's gonna
be. Considering
been on a car before.
my first Rolex cost less than that.
Not your second one, right?
Well, I don't have one anymore. Cause...
yeah, it looks good.
Damn, look at
This is the half that goes bad, really. So, yeah, they must have just, that car looks really new, so they must have found a source. Because it's all the cell speed stuff, so that looks good. We'll clean up all the glue, and the tensiometers look like they're brand new, so that's good. We'll put it on there and bleed it out tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have news tomorrow. It'll be good.
Yeah.
It won't be buttoned up tomorrow, but at least we can get it on there and try it out. So.
And then if it works and it's good, then go ahead and do the oil, fluids.
And let's do the fluids.
And just make me sleep good.
Then you just go drive it, have fun.
I want to do that bad now. And then, is it easy to see how much clutch is left?
We'll check clutch square when I'm in there.
Awesome.
For sure. Yeah, we'll see how we go.
So I can plan that expense out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So that one, I mean, I wish it's a little bit overlapping labor to do this, but the price of the clutch kit stuff is not worth it. Yeah, it's not time.
Do you know what it is? Like six.
About six.
Yeah.
We do the throw-off bearing, clutch, pilot bearing, the works. That way when you're in there, just get it all right.
Then do you recommend the Kevlar clutch?
No, just not
Too much weight.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, you'll be good.
All right, brother.
Awesome, Brad.
Well,
We'll get on it tomorrow. Get right on it and we'll get her going.
All right, so that's where we're at now. That little part is $3,000 rebuilt, $7,500 brand new. Used to be 20 grand for that thing. Here she is. We're gonna get her all sorted out and back in my garage, back on the road, back to Cars and Coffee, and then make decisions after that what the future holds. And of course there's a Huracan staring at me in the parking lot screaming, come spend your life savings, your retirement and everything else and buy me. But oh, we don't want to do that. We just want to get this fixed. So that's the update, folks. Thank you so much for following. Please like, please subscribe. It really does help with the algorithm and getting more people to see these videos, and also help fund my ridiculous, obnoxious obsession with these cars. And I think this is all going to work out fine, and we're going to survive this. All right. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Yeah, we're having a problem with inventory right now. So do you want a Charger or a Challenger?
A Charger, because I'm going to keep my red eye. I just need a daily driver because I'm selling my Prius. So my question to you is, can I order one and then get it when it comes in, or?
Yes. That's the best way.